Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to crochet this beautiful and super easy scarf. You can wrap the scarf around your head twice, so it's very nice and warm around your neck. And this is how it looks like. We will use a Tunisian stitch, which is super easy and great for beginners. I used the Lion brand scarfy yarn, and this is how the colors look like. I will show you a little bit. Like you can see, it has this gray in there, and then it changes colors all by itself, and it's just super soft. And I just really love working with this yarn, and this is a great project for beginners. So all you have to do is just a 1 row repeat. You can just relax and crochet and make this beautiful and super warm scarf. And now I will show you what we need and how to crochet this beautiful scarf. Today I'm using a 9mm Tunisian crochet hook, and you will also need a short cable to attach to your hook. Since our scarf is not so wide, you don't need a super long one. And those are the Denise interchangeables. You will also need a pair of scissors, a yarn needle, and I used the Lion brand scarfy yarn, which you can see over here in this beautiful color. It's a super soft yarn to work with, and they have those in so many different beautiful colors. And you will need 1 skein of this yarn. And now let's get started. We will start with a slip knot, and we will crochet chains. Just like a normal crochet, we will crochet chains. And for my scarf, I will be chaining 25 chains. So 1, 2, 3, and I will repeat this until I have 25 stitches. And this is of course totally up to you. You keep crocheting chains until you reach the desired width you need for your scarf. So here you don't have to watch out for multiple or anything. You just keep crocheting chains until you reach your desired width for your scarf or your project. Once you're done with your chains, we will start our first row. The loop on the hook does count as our first stitch. So now we will need the second stitch. So 1 and 2 in the stitch here. You will insert your hook, grab the yarn and pull up. Now we will go into the next stitch, grab the yarn and pull up, and you will repeat this in every stitch. Insert your hook into the next stitch, grab the yarn, pull up, insert your hook into the next stitch, grab the yarn and pull up. And like you can see, all the stitches are now on our needle and later on our cable. Excuse me, if you chained 25, you will have 25 loops on your hook. And this is how you can make sure in every row that you have the right amount of stitches. So do this all the way along, and I will see you back at the end of the first row. Now I'm at the end of my row, and we will start the back row for Tunisian crochet. So we will grab the yarn and only go through the first loop. This is very important because this is our border stitch. Now you will grab the yarn and pull through 2 loops all the way along. Grab the yarn, pull through 2. Grab the yarn, pull through 2. Grab the yarn and pull through 2. And you will repeat going through 2 loops all the way until you have only 1 loop left. So pull through 2, pull through 2, all the way along. I will do this row with you so you can see. I'm almost here to my end. I have 2 more loops. Grab the yarn, pull through 2, and here we have our last one. And this is how the first row looks like. For the next row, we will start a simple stitch again, but I just wanted to show you this very first stitch here. We will be skipping in every row. this first stitch we will be skipping, and now we will be working in the stitches here in the front. So in those stitches here. So just grab your hook, go into the very first stitch here, grab the yarn and pull up. Go into the next stitch, grab the yarn and pull up. Grab the yarn, pull up, and you will repeat this all the way along. It's super, super easy. So go through, grab the yarn and pull up. Again, go through, grab the yarn and pull up. And you will repeat this all the way along, and I will show you in just a moment how to do the last stitch, which is our border stitch. The end of my row, and if you turn it again, you can see this little V, and we will be inserting the hook through the last stitch. You can see I have 2 loops on the hook, and now just grab the yarn and pull up. And this is how it looks like. And now we can start the Tunisian back row again. So grab the yarn only through the first loop to make the border stitch, and now grab the yarn, pull through 2. And now we will go through 2 all the way along until we have 1 loop left. So through 2, pull through 2, all the way along until you have 1 loop left. Here we go. And this is how the second row looks like. I will show you 1 more row, and then I'm sure you can do it all by yourself. So we will skip the very first stitch here, and we will go into the next, which is here. So insert, grab the yarn, pull up. Next stitch, insert, grab the yarn, pull up, and you will repeat this in every stitch. And I will see you back at the end of this row. Here at the end of my row now, and again, turn your work a little bit, and you can see this little V. You will insert your hook in there, and you have 2 loops on your hook. Grab the yarn and pull up. And here you can slowly see this beautiful, simple stitch. And now we will do the back row 1 more time, just to show you. Grab the yarn, go through the first loop only for the border stitch, and now grab it and pull through 2 until you have 1 loop left. So pull through 2 all the way along. I'm at the end of my row, and I have only 1 loop left. And those are the 2 rows we will be repeating through this whole pattern. Of course, you can crochet as many rows as you want. I will repeat those 2 rows over and over again until I can wrap my scarf around my head twice. But of course, you can make it shorter. This is totally up to you. And now you will repeat those 2 rows over and over again, and I will show you in a little bit how my scarf looks like. I repeated the row over and over again, and I will show you how the colors look like. That's what I love about the scarf yarn. They come in so many different beautiful colors, and you don't have to do anything. The yarn does everything for you on those beautiful color changes. This is how it looks like. I repeated this row over and over again, and I tried my scarf on just to make sure it wraps around my head twice. You can of course make it shorter. This is totally up to you. But this is how my scarf looks like right now. And now I will show you how to crochet the last row. And then all we have to do is sew both ends together. So let's do that. For our last row, we will repeat almost the same like we did in the previous rows, which is super, super easy. So we will go into our first stitch, grab the yarn, pull up. We have 2 loops on the hook. Normally we would leave them and go to the next stitch. But now all we have to do is just make a slip stitch. Go to the next stitch, grab the yarn, pull up and make a slip stitch. That's how easy it is. Go into the next stitch, grab the yarn, pull up, 2 loops on your hook and make a slip stitch. And this is how you finish off your last row. Go in, pull up, 2 loops on your hook and make a slip stitch. Don't make it too tight, just nice and even. And you will repeat this all the way along until you reach your last stitch. So into the next stitch, grab the yarn, pull up and slip stitch. And I will repeat this and I will see you back in just a moment. I'm here at the end of my row and we will go into the last stitch, into the border stitch here, and grab the yarn, pull up, make a slip stitch, and now chain 1, pull tight. And now we can cut the yarn. Just leave a little bit of a longer tail because we will be sewing both pieces together. So just cut the yarn, grab your hook, pull through all the way and pull tight. And this is how you finish off, and this is how it looks like. And now all we have to do is sew both sides together. Now it's time to sew both sides together. You can see the outside is laying in the inside, and now you will need your yarn needle and we can start sewing it together. I will be using the whip stitch, so it's super easy. Just insert on the opposite side and push through. The only thing you have to watch out for is that the edges are nice and even and that you have both pieces, so the bottom and the top one. And that's all you need to do. Just keep whip stitching all the way until it's closed, and I will see you back in just a moment. I'm here at the end of my row and I whip stitch all the way along, and now all we have to do, I just like to insert my needle one more time and make a couple knots, just 1 or 2. This is totally up to you. So I have a loop here, just pull it through and now pull tight. I just always like to make sure it's not going to open up on me. Of course, you can just finish off the way you know how to. Like you can see, I'm going back one more time and 1 more knot. And now I will just sew in this end and we are done with our scarf. And we are done. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial and how to crochet this beautiful and super easy scarf with me. I can't wait to see your finished projects. You can find me on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you back soon. Bye.